Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today I'm going to try something I've never tried before. One of my subscribers, she has to have her name not put out here, also has a Hot Logic Mini. And she says she loves it. She uses it all the time like I use ours. But I've never made hamburgers in it. Now she says that she starts off with the raw hamburgers and within that time frame, because this does cook up to 165 degrees. So I know people are worried about that food safe temperature time, but to me, and I'm not a scientist by any means, but when you start something cold in your crock pot or whatever have you, there is that little minute the things are not all the way up to temperature, but I'm sure everything has to be food safe, otherwise they can't make these items. So I have 2 hamburger patties down here in my little Pyrex container. I have my husband's Hot Logic out because his was on the counter and mine's in the laundry room. So remember, there's also going to be, I'll attach the video to this, I am giving away a Hot Logic Mini on July 4th. So if you want a way to get your own, definitely follow the link, get yourself put into the contest. I'm going to go ahead and bring you down here. And the 2 patties. Now she said she puts a little bit of, however you want to say that, Worcestershire, Worcestershire, whatever you want to call this sauce. All right. Now when I make hamburgers, I usually use like the steak seasoning mix. That's what I've always put on the hamburger. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then what's going to happen is it's going to be super simple. And I really hope this works because I really hate the splatter of grease. It doesn't matter if it's in my my combis or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lid on. Now it is actually 9:46 this morning already. I'm not going to probably eat lunch until at least after 11 o'clock. So this is going to be in here for at least the 2 hours. Now probably in about an hour, I'm going to come out here, take a gander at it. I know it's not going to be done by any means, but that's as simple as this is. I mean, they have ones obviously that plug in to your home extension. They have ones that actually plug into your car's like cigarette lighter. So this is all you need to do. And hopefully within that couple hours, lunch will be ready. I'll have a hamburger for lunch, and that's going to be super simple. And I look really forward to, if this does work, to actually have simple things of a hamburger for lunch. Now normally I would actually be having mine frozen, so I would have to start way earlier in the day, because I would want to make sure, I mean, Mark takes his stuff that's frozen and it cooks up and stuff ready for his lunchtime, but I would just want to make sure for myself. But I will probably be practicing this too if this does work. I have very high hopes because, like I said, she does it that way, and she says you really need to try it, so here I am. So if you all really ever have any suggestions, or you want to see me make anything with any of my gadgets on the stove, in the oven, whatever, just let me know, and I will try my best to try to work that in. Obviously, I'm not much of a baker. I mean, I try to do some things, but I don't bake that much, nor do I really feel comfortable baking, really. But if there's something that you want to see, you're always welcome to, if there's like a different channel or Pinterest or whatever have you, you're always welcome to put those links too, because if it's not just me looking, anyone who happens to be reading the comments down below will say, oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And I don't mind having other channels' information out, because to me, there are about a bazillion of us. And, if you like what they do, maybe somebody else might like what they do also. And it's help the fellow creators. So I don't mind. So if there's anything you ever want to see me do from a video that they do, or Pinterest or whatever have you, always let me know. I'll try to get that in as much as possible, and then we'll see what we can do. So I'll bring you back at lunchtime, and hopefully we'll have ourselves a really nice hamburger. All right, it is 12:42. It's been probably a little bit over 2 hours. Now I did check on this about the hour, like I said, and I just checked it again. and I wanted to make sure everything was done. Now I am going to be using my Thermal Pro meat thermometer. This is very good. I'll send you the link down below. This is probably my most favorite meat thermometer to date. So 170 is well done. And as you can see, even though they say the Hot Logic only gets to 165, this is clearly done. You know, both of these are, you know, like the 174-ish. And so you can also see, because this is like 80-20, this is, I don't like my meat setting necessarily in grease. So I am going to go ahead and take one of the patties. And you all know I'm not a big paper towel fan. But I am going to let this set a little bit on the paper towel for a couple seconds. Put the lid back on. I don't know for sure if Heinz is having his for lunch yet. I still have this all plugged in and everything like that. And what I decided I'm going to do is I am going to make mine, even though it's a single patty, I am going to make my hamburger into a, I mean, look how much grease got in that. Anywho, that's why I like to air fry. But it's good to know that I can make this, but if it's only one burger, it might not be as much grease. I don't know. I'm just thinking, maybe I'm thinking too much, maybe not thinking at all. But I think one burger would not be enough, but I would love to see like a thing that you could put the burger on where the grease would drip down so it's not sitting there in the grease. I'm sure that's possible. And for those who have been following me, this is still that same cheese that I put in this bag a good couple weeks ago. And this cheese is not moldy or anything like that. And that is really nice. I'll have to show you the little thing here. I just have to get out of that drawer. You just re-zip it back up, and there'll be a link down below. This is actually in my store thing here. And you just put that on here. Sucks all that air back out. Like easy peasy. Done. So I do like that also. So what I'm going to do, that's probably been sitting there long enough, let me get my burger bun out. Alright, so I have my, like the hamburger with the Colby Jack cheese. I do not care for American cheese. You've been hearing too much stuff about the American cheese. It just kind of just totally grosses me out. Anywho, so if you go to McDonald's, you have the minced onions, alright? And I have a lot of these, and this is what it looks like when it's reconstituted, alright? So I have like my shredded lettuce, I have this, and then they actually do have like a secret sauce, kind of like the McDonald's sauce type thing. So I'm going to go ahead and try some of that. Let me get out a spoon because I love my onions on my Big Macs. Every time I do go to McDonald's, it's always extra onions. No pickles, extra onions, light sauce. So go ahead and put just a little bit of sauce on there. To me, that just seemed like, for those who have had this, is this really any different than Thousand Island? I don't know. So anyways, go ahead and put a little bit of lettuce on here. And yes, this is technically not a Big Mac, obviously, but it's my home Big Mac. So definitely, I think going forth, I'm going to try to find a little metal rack to put the burgers on so the burger's not sitting in the grease. I think this is going to be an excellent way on lunches that I just want a burger or whatever, because like I said on previous videos, I could easily eat a burger 2, 3, 4 times a week. I mean, I really like burgers, and I like the idea that they're changeable. You don't have to have just the same hamburger each time. So that makes it nice too. And then you can actually just have however you like to have your burger and stuff. So definitely check out the Hot Logic mini giveaway for July 4th. Check out the Thermal Pro, and there'll be the link down below for this. But you know, This stuff is all in my store underneath support my page. The Hot Logic is not, because I actually get them straight from Hot Logic. So you have to let me know what you think of this. Have you ever done hamburgers? And obviously thank you for the person who doesn't want to be mentioned, for having me be willing to go ahead and try this. So you all have a very blessed and wonderful day.